Today we're here to talk about the gut and the mind connection. We've all experienced that uncomfortable feeling of butterflies in our stomach when we're stressed out. But did you know that that connection between your mind and your gut, it goes far deeper than that? Your brain, or the central nervous system, is the command center for your entire body, including your digestive system. And it's like a conductor orchestrating a complex symphony. And in this video, I will share with you how you can bring harmony back to the system. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, which we will share more about your digestion, the Ayurvedic transformational coaching, and recipes that can help you feel more alive. Now, let's get back to the brain and digestive system and how they're connected. When you see, smell, or even think about the food, your brain signals the stomach to get ready. And this is the cephalic phase of your digestive system. And it's the brain telling your body that, hey, food's coming. And in Ayurveda, this is a very important phase in the digestive process where digestive juices get stimulated and saliva begins to flow. But stress can throw a wrench in this delicate system. When you're stressed out, your body shifts into fight or flight mode, diverting energy away from the digestion. And this can lead to common issues like bloating, indigestion, irritable bowel syndrome, and many, many more digestive type issues. So how can we harmonize this mind and gut connection? Well, by nurturing our physical, mental, and well-being, of course. Practices like mindfulness, yoga, and deep breathing can really help to calm down the nervous system and improve digestion. The palate can be further stimulated by introducing sour, bitter, and pungent tastes before the meal to stimulate the digestive juices. Remember, your gut health is a reflection of your overall well-being. And by understanding the intricate relationship between your brain and your gut, you can take steps to improve your digestion and overall quality of life. I worked with a client who was constantly experiencing acid reflux, and she didn't understand if the stomach acid was high or low. And looking after her digestive system with Ayurveda, we saw that it was her pitta was high and she needed to adjust her diet to pitta pacifying diet, which means basically eating cooler foods and avoiding pungent, salty and sour foods. And so we took those out of her diet, and the Agni, the type of her digestion, which is related to the digestive fire and the process of transformation and assimilation of foods in the digestive system, she needed to look at a further protocol. Also suggested that she go to her doctor and be tested for SIBO, because I noticed that she had SIBO-like symptoms like burning in her throat, and she came back with a positive from her doctor that she does have SIBO. And we continue to work together to get her lack of energy, the way that she was digesting her food, and some chocolate cravings that she had. So overthinking and worrying are also other issues that I see that she had that came up as part of a cycle of symptoms which happen when you have digestive problems. And I could see that her being part of the Sacred Vitality community really helped her to feel seen, heard, and appreciated for who she was. And that really helped her to really trust herself again, which is often the cause of these anxiety and fear-based responses. See, Pitta dosha people, they need to learn to unwind and need a lot of personal quiet time away from high achieving and overthinking. So we need to create space for smelling the flowers and calming the mind. When we don't have enough Agni, that's the digestive fire, we feel like a lack of hunger. And this is the start of Manda Agni, which is a sluggish digestion. And we need to build the stomach acid, build up that hunger so that the body can produce the enzymes and the support for the digestive system, like bile juices and stuff. And when we have high stomach acid, we may wake up with heartburn, pain and acidity, heat sensations, which can lead to loose stools, and that feeling of never being satisfied when you eat. And we call this Tikshna Agni, and it's a kind of wet heat in the stomach and creates inflammation and pitta. And we could have a high pitta and a low Agni, for example. I've also worked with people that have this kind of hyper stomach acid. And then in these cases, which is quite common actually, they're often linked to the reaction of the foods that they're eating, maybe too many cheesy, heavy fried foods, pickles, kombucha, alcohol, too much acidity in their food. And what they need to do is to bring in more alkalizing foods, more pranic foods, that's the fresh foods. And if this still continues to be around, it could be due to pranic activity and inflammation, and should really be checked out if you're experiencing these burning sensations, because it could cause stomach ulcers if it's left, and as the acidity eats into the mucus lining in the stomach. And we can use herbs as a great way to balance that out. For example, if we have coriander, fennel, these are very good for cooling down the digestion. If you need more digestive fire, then we use more warming herbs like cinnamon, basil, tulsi, ginger, for example. And then there are the Ayurvedic formulas like the Avipattika Churna or the Trikatu Churna, which stimulate the digestive fire. Chamomile tea, juices with coriander and celery are also excellent digestive system aids. So celery juice and coriander juice are great ways to cool the digestive system down, but this really needs to be tailored to your condition. And I really suggest you get a consultation before you begin to change your diet. The time of the day in which you eat your meals is really important to note. The largest meal is always in the middle of the day, and that means that breakfast and dinner are more supplementary. Avoid snacking, and if you do snack, make sure that it's only on fruits. This way of eating is, of course, down to the activity that you have in your day. And it's a good thing to note that stress and worry really dissipate prana in the body. And so breath work can be another way to help facilitate prana in your digestive system. So Kapalabhati, that's the fire breath. Kapalabhati is often referred to as the skull shining breath. And it's a really dynamic cleansing technique, and it involves forceful exhalation while the inhalations occur more passively. And this helps to stimulate digestion, improves your mental focus, and really energizes the body, which is great if you have that low stomach acid, that sluggish digestion of Manda Agni. Nadi Shodhana, and that is the alternate nostril breathing, which is very good for balancing and harmonizing your left and your right hemispheres of the brain. And it can really help ease that tikshna aggravation, that excessive pitta dosha. And I'll share with you those in another video. If you're curious, let me know in the comments. There's nothing wrong with being productive or thinking too much, but I have found that most people who are irritable, high pitta, aggravated, and who have no cardio movement throughout their day or have a low Agni, and those who need to balance out the dosha. And the best way to do that is through self-care practices, right diet, pranayama, and meditation, which I offer in the Sacred Vitality Club. And what we don't want to do is start normalizing some of the gut issues and the mental issues, emotional issues that we're having, because this can lead to heart problems, cholesterol problems, sleep issues, where you can't sleep because that acidity is just creeping up in the esophagus. We have to learn to listen to our bodies because they're talking to us all the time. Let me know in the comments how you found this information in the video, and have you been nurturing your gut and found something really helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and keep listening, body, mind, and soul.